Hi guys, welcome back to another Transformers toy review. This time I thought we'd take a look at Wheeljack. So this is from the fairly new Transformers line. This is from the Siege and this is from the kind of War for Cybertron. I think this one's called Earthrise. So yeah, we get an updated Wheeljack. The last one was trying to think when it was. Combiner Wars, I think, when we had the last one that we had from that range. Anyway, here he is out of the box. I've taken all the packaging apart basically, just to save a bit of space. So you get some nice artwork. I always cut these bits out here. So the artworks, I always love kind of that, and it kind of brings you back to a kid really, where you keep the tech specs and stuff like that. So I always do keep little bits off the boxes. So you've got that there. You've got your instructions here, and they're pretty good. They go through everything. Shows you, you can attach his cannon to the top there. He can also hold it in his hands, and you can go on the top in vehicle mode there as well. So there's a few different things you see in there, holding the gun there. So there's a few different things. It also shows you here on the back him in robot mode and in vehicle mode, 18 steps transformation, and it also shows you how some of the other bits and pieces fix in with it. So this is the kind of battle armor, so I forget what his name is, but he basically forms a shield or a ramp, and you can use him, and all the blast effects all kind of mix in. Again, they've got these kind of Cybertronian bits of map here, and it comes with a little red tech spec thing here. I've got one here, and you basically hover it over that particular area and it reads the name of that planet or area. So that one is Anpilla. So you've got that. Look at the figure himself, pretty good. He's a deluxe class figure. The one thing I would note about him, I don't know if this is just on mine, his leg here, this one's a little bit loose, but he does still hold a position well, because he's got these great big legs and he's got loads of articulation. He does a well balanced figure. He does seem to hold it quite well. The face sculpt's pretty good. You've got your signature kind of Wheeljack face with the almost like coronavirus face mask across the side here. Silver paint on here and bits coming out here. The eyes are painted blue. The head can go up a fair bit, down a little bit to the side, and it can rotate all the way around here as well. You got the silver pieces coming out here, which are basically your spoilers, and they kind of come out, and again, that's another part of Wheeljack's look. The arms rotate around. They can also kind of hinge up and down here, out to the side. They rotate around in here. There's a little spot here where you can add a blast effect. The arm rotates around in here and bends up to there, and the fist also rotates around here as well. Lots of paint on the front here. It's kind of like an off-white really, and red with the Autobots symbol in here. His gun he can hold in his hand like that, or there's a couple of little pegs up here, so you can peg that on his shoulder, and that fits in just fine as well. So depending which look you're going for. There is waist articulation that goes all the way around. The legs, as mentioned, this one's a little bit loose, but the other one's fine. It goes up to there, out to the back, all the way out to the side. That one holds. That one holds. It's just the knee where it's a bit loose. Rotation at the top there. Pretty decent bend in the knee there. And the foot goes all the way out there. It kind of also can move forward like that, so it's kind of got this bit of movement, and there's some pegs either here down at the bottom here. So the feature with these siege lines, you can add bits on them, so you can kind of beef them up. So you can add sort of feet down at the bottom here, or something on the back of here. So you've got lots of different places where you can peg guns, and you've got what looks like a kind of flight stand hole there as well. So all in all, pretty good in robot mode. Transforming him is fairly easy. You just have to kind of get it in the right order. So first thing, take this bit off here. You want to bring these feet forward and peg them together like that. Like so. You might want to just click them over as well if you've had them kind of out sprawled for any reason. And again, it's a similar thing with the combiner walls thing. They fold out, but at the same time you've got this piece of glass, well, not glass, plastic here, which is part of his windshield. So you have to bring that in and it just forms in there. So just have that in there like that. And it's a little bit tricky. It can come off. It has done that a couple of times with me, but if you do it right, so like that, just angle it up just at the right time and then bring it in and then peg these two bits together like so, like that. Just make sure everything's nice and tight, and then you're going to get hold of this piece here and that's going to peg out and peg into here like that. And then at this point you want to turn it around here. It just makes the transformation loads easier. And then the head kind of comes forward a little bit and then down. That'll peg away into there. The arms come up here and you'll see there's a slot here which we showed you earlier on. That just comes in, pegs in there like that. Same on the other side, peg it in like that. And then rotate the arms around, rotate the fists around like that. And that should all peg into there like so. Like that. And then these bits here we'll just rotate around like that, fold together, and then you've got him into his vehicle mode. Pretty impressive looking vehicle, I have to say. Kind of rolls all right. It's difficult on this surface. The back wheels roll a bit better than the front ones. Or is it the other way around? But hard to tell. Anyway, the insides of these are painted pretty well, very detailed, and there's loads of painted. I don't know if they're tampos or what. Some of it's painted, other bits are it's all like tampo paint where it's like a transfer on, I think. But either way, it's done really well, and there's loads of detail going all the way down. So all this kind of racing numbers and sponsors are all the way down the side here, and it is slightly different on the other side where he hasn't got this one on here because he's got it over there as well. All the way down here, you get all the nice kind of racing stripes down here as well, which are all painted, and the bits where it's kind of this off-white plastic and also painted actually match up quite well, which isn't something that always happens. So they've done a pretty good job on that. It's a really good updated version of Wheeljack. I have to say it's miles better than the Combiner Wars. It's more G1 than the Transformers Prime one, although that one is still definitely a very good toy on its own and a good mold. But this is very G1 accurate if that's what you're after. So if you are after a kind of updated G1 version of Wheeljack, I think this is, I have to say, probably better than the Combiner Wars one. I can't really remember much about the Classics version one, what that was like. But first impressions, I think this one's probably better just because of the articulation and everything else on it. A very impressive looking vehicle mode as well. Anyway, well, that's it for now. I've got loads more reviews coming up. Hope you all guys are staying safe and that nobody's ill or anything due to this COVID-19. Just follow all the advice, guys, and stay safe. That's it for now, guys. See you all soon. Bye bye.